Hello and welcome back to our channel. As we enter a new week, investors are keeping an eye on the stock market and eagerly awaiting various economic indicators and corporate earnings reports that are set to be released. Last week, we saw mixed results as investors remained cautious due to rising inflation and concerns about the global economy. This week, investors will be watching several economic indicators closely to gain insights into the market's performance. One of the key indicators that investors are keeping an eye on is the Consumer Price Index or CPI, which measures changes in the price of goods and services over time. This measure is considered one of the most important measures of inflation and is closely watched by investors and policymakers alike. The CPI data will be released on Tuesday and investors will be watching the results closely. A higher than expected CPI reading could prompt the Federal Reserve to consider increasing interest rates, which could have implications for the stock market. Conversely, a lower than expected reading could be seen as a positive sign for the markets. Another crucial economic indicator that investors are keeping an eye on is the Index of Industrial Production or IIP, which tracks the output of industrial sectors in the economy. The IIP data is expected to be released on Wednesday and will provide insights into the performance of the manufacturing sector, which is a crucial component of the economy. Investors will be watching the IIP data closely as it can provide insights into the overall health of the economy. A higher than expected IIP reading could indicate strong economic growth and be seen as a positive sign for the markets, while a lower than expected reading could indicate a weaker economy and potentially lead to market volatility. Investors are also keeping an eye on corporate earnings reports this week. Several major companies, such as JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Wells Fargo, are scheduled to release their earnings reports, providing insights into the performance of the financial sector. Meanwhile, tech giants like Apple and Netflix are also expected to release their earnings reports, which could have significant implications for the tech sector. The earnings reports will give investors an idea of how these companies are performing and whether they are meeting market expectations. A positive earnings report could drive up stock prices, while a negative report could lead to market volatility. Aside from these economic indicators and earnings reports, geopolitical events such as ongoing tensions between the US and China could also impact the market's performance. Any developments related to the ongoing trade negotiations between the two countries could influence investor sentiment. Overall, this week is likely to be a volatile one for the stock market. Investors will need to remain vigilant and adaptable to respond to any developments that could impact the markets. While it is impossible to predict the market's performance with certainty, staying informed and up to date on economic indicators and events can help investors make informed decisions. As the Nifty continues its rally, investors are on the lookout for potentially profitable short-term investment opportunities. According to analysts, there are 3 stocks that may yield returns of 11 to 17% in the short term. The first stock is a well-known pharmaceutical company that has recently received approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for a new drug. The company is expected to benefit from this approval, and analysts predict a potential return of 11% in the short term. The second stock is a leading IT services company that has seen strong revenue growth in recent quarters. The company has a strong order backlog, and analysts predict a potential return of 14% in the short term. The third stock is a major player in the consumer goods sector. The company has a strong brand presence and a diversified product portfolio, which analysts believe will help it weather any potential market volatility. Analysts predict a potential return of 17% in the short term for this stock. Investors should note that short-term investments come with higher risks and may not be suitable for all investors. It is important to conduct thorough research and analysis before making any investment decisions. Additionally, investors should be aware of the potential impact of external factors such as geopolitical events and economic indicators on the stock market's performance. Overall, these 3 stocks have been identified as potentially profitable short-term investments as the Nifty continues its rally. However, investors should exercise caution and conduct their own research before making any investment decisions. Traders are eyeing a particular cement stock as a potential addition to their investment portfolio. The stock in question is believed to have strong fundamentals and may be well positioned to benefit from current market trends. The cement company has a strong presence in both domestic and international markets, with a diversified product portfolio that includes cement, concrete, and other building materials. The company has also invested in expanding its capacity and improving its operational efficiency, which may lead to increased profitability. In addition to its strong fundamentals, the cement company is also benefiting from favorable market conditions. The Indian government's focus on infrastructure development and affordable housing has increased the demand for cement and other building materials. The company's strong brand presence and reputation for quality may give it an edge over its competitors in this growing market. Traders believe that this cement stock has the potential to yield significant returns in the short to medium term. However, it is important to note that all investments come with risks, and investors should carefully consider their investment goals and risk tolerance before making any decisions. Overall, this cement stock is being considered a potential addition to traders' investment portfolios due to its strong fundamentals, favorable market conditions, and potential for growth. Investors should conduct their own research and analysis before making any investment decisions and should be aware of the potential risks involved. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.